see if we got the gate locked. No. And here we are, right? Lucky for me, um, I got a flat. I got a tire with a slow leak, so I gotta air it up. So it may take a minute to air it up, right? Let me get the compressor out and look around, because I just drove past the gate that's open. That's always open because there's not a gate. And I don't own the music that's playing. It's 3 doors down. Thank you. Copyright infringement police. Hell. See what kind of trouble we can get in, huh? You stay in your seat, bub. Thank you. Like I said, I'll just get this little compressor out and plug it up, because then I got an excuse to be sitting here, right? I'm not trying to get arrested. I'm not trying to get arrested, but just in case. Just in case, because the sheriff is already here, right? Exactly what I'm talking about. Howdy. Like I say, I already got help. What's that?
You got a little tire?
Yes, sir. And I got a DEF tank instead of a spare.
You got a what?
I got a DEF tank instead of a spare.
Oh, I got you. Where you out of?
Oh, the Boonies, damn it. Yeah. No, he don't buy it, but he don't need to be out in the highway either, right? Yeah, but get this thing going because it takes forever, right?
Where you out of? Oklahoma? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, we get this hooked up and then
You can't see your plate, man.
huh?
You can't see the plate on there.
Oh well. That's one of the joys of living in the boonies. When we had that snow. Hell, I bet there's a oh, the dog, he's not so much help.
What kind of dog is it?
It's your Australian Shepherd. I was trying to say, I bet there's something in there. Clean that off. All right. Like I say, there's a gate that's open that's not ever closed because there's not a gate on it. To a facility that It's hazardous material regulation, as I said, that they have to assess and address unauthorized entry, and they don't give a shit. But they can sure call the sheriff and have him meet you here, right? Cause I'm the bad guy. Yeah. But we've got another fine example though. This officer is being respectful and civil. So is his let's see. Yeah, huge. How many tens of thousands of barrels in those tanks? They got a fence around it with gates. The whole goddamn place is supposed to have a fence around it. They park trucks in here overnight. They call it a safe haven. There are different zones, and like I said, they don't give a shit about the health and safety of their employees. This is a Energy Transfer Partners. Dennis Humiston, Vice President of Trucking. I don't mind. I'm bragging on you, sir. I say you, yes, sir, because you are being civil and respectful and polite, and I.
Well, let me ask you a question, okay? Like I say, I turned around because it looked like you were stranded, right?
Right.
It looked like you're putting air in the tire, but the tire don't need air in it.
Yesterday morning,
we got a call.
Right.
Reference to a white Chevy Cruze guy
Right.
in Oklahoma that was trespassed from Seneca Trucking. Is
Exactly.
that you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can I see your ID, please?
And as you, I'm not trespassing.
Well, you're kind of
I'm in the right of way. I'm in the right of
don't
way.
copping attitude.
I'm not. I'm in the.
19-wheeler 27.
I'm just because I know how they roll, man, and you know,
I can see it right here.
because that's how the people that called you, or that called that's how they roll, sir.
Victor 004996904. Victor 004996904. When it's gonna be the same subject. He's actually in the right of way out here. That's why he's over here. He's making some threats towards him yesterday.
Making some threats.
Why are you over here, man?
They have to have this facility. They have to have it to where they can close it off when they park trucks in it. It's the law, man. And when you try to,
I'm not trying to get
and
you
I know you're not.
I'm recording too, bro. So
And
that
it's
makes
you
sense.
know, yeah, and I got you on here, right? So
I got you.
I'm
I got two of them rolling, man.
yeah.
Nothing
It's
against
all
you.
exactly, and nothing against you. It's the folks that are burning your ear, right? That's
They didn't burn my ear. They called the sheriff's
right,
office.
and that deputy was, and I called the sheriff's office
Yeah.
and left a note to further explain what I was there doing, because he kind of put me on the spot, and I couldn't pull it out of my note. I got lost in the gray matter, and so I called down there to clarify, with the dispatcher.
What happened yesterday over there, though? Did you get trespassed from their property? Did
I just
they said you made threats towards some work, that you were going to come over here and shoot some people up. Is what they said.
Really?
That's what they said.
Holy shit!
I'm just saying that's what the.
But that's what that's the people that we're dealing with, right? Because I'm not here to cause trouble. I worked here.
Yeah.
And I got railroaded out of job because there are things that are against regulation. I mean, and they don't care,
Yeah.
and it doesn't do you any good to voice that. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, man.
And that's all I'm here doing. I'm not here just like
Well,
I told that officer yesterday.
Well, what I'm asking, you're not airing the tire up. The tire, there's plenty of air in it.
It had 30 pounds, and the little thing goes off at 29.
Okay.
And now it's got a slow leak, and like I said, I'm in the right of way because I knew, and I didn't want to put you in a spot,
Well,
and
yeah,
I didn't want to get arrested.
You're kind of, you're kind of.
910.
Right.
Where were the threats coming from over in Buchan County?
There were no threats. It's all recorded.
Wheeler, they got a call yesterday in reference to the company that he was trespassed from, that he used to work for, Seneca Trucking over there, I believe.
Yeah. There were no.
They called the sheriff's state that he was going to come over here and threaten and assault some people over here with radio weapons. And that's what the general complaint was over there. They were just letting us know.
But like I told them.
Who all works there? I mean, it don't look like there's very many people out there. I don't see the trucks.
And they've just got one here now. There was 7, and
Where about trucks at now?
they moved 1 to Childress and 4 to Elk City.
Okay, so they got a yard in Childress.
They got a yard in Childress that again doesn't have any way. They call it a safety security plan. It's part of all the paperwork you got to fill out. You know, getting the regulations, and I mean, there's a reason for that stuff.
So my question my question is, I don't.
Right.
It's none of my business as far as you getting terminated, what trespass, whatever. Right. But I mean, my business is like I say, I originally turned around to check on these stranded motorists, but then I recognized Chevy Cruze, and I know what's right here.
Right.
And the threats.
Exactly.
Supposedly threats that came in over the phone yesterday. Said you're just gonna come over here and shoot some people up, and, stuff like that. Okay.
I worked with those guys there,
right.
and as I told that officer yesterday, that I appreciated him coming out there because and you're doing your part to help people.
Correct?
Yes.
You do realize if you enter that property whatsoever,
he told me yes.
Even over here, you go to jail.
That's what he said. Because
I
told him.
I guess what's the problem with? I mean,
it's right.
What is
how many years has it been? And they've been filing paperwork every year that says they've met this plan. They have to have a safety security plan. One S.
Good.
910. The 27 comes back to Greg Allen Wynn. It is valid.
Where's Willow at?
South of Elk City.
January 2020.
On 34.
No 29. Does look like he tried to purchase a firearm.
Yeah, 22 pistol.
I'm not seeing a date.
Do you have one?
Oh, I have.
I think it
Yeah,
was
but not that one.
11/20 of 2018, and it was denied.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He's not allowed to have a firearm by NCIS.
I'm sorry,
And there's no charges for him out of Oklahoma at all.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Definitely.
Like, that was.
Run a 40. Did you run a 43?
Stand by, I will. And the other county also advised that he might be 96.
10-4, like I say, he's not trespassing on the property. I originally turned around due to a possible stranded motorist, but I noticed the vehicle description, and I noticed where he's at. He's not on the property. He's on the shoulder, the ditch. Not trespassing. That's originally made contact with reference stranded motorist, but once I realized who it was, then that's why I advised you of that. What gun did you try to buy last week?
It was wasn't last week. It was last. What did you say? November or something.
Yeah. Have you ever been arrested for anything?
22. Have I been? I got a driving record from hell. I got
I mean, what up?
DUI. I got
DUI.
Yeah.
Like driving while license suspended, anything like that?
Nope. DUI. I got.
Any felony charges?
Nope. That's what I say. I don't understand though, and it's a whole big to do to get information out of that NCIS or whatever it is though. The what do they call that? For the that denied the firearm.
Yeah.
Because they don't.
Deny
I don't know.
They denied you buying one, correct?
Yeah. I don't know what she's talking about. I can't have one. That's, whatever. But no, I didn't buy that one. It was just one. It was like one of my dad's. An old.
You have it in plain view or anything, or?
What's that?
Do you have a license to carry one? You don't have a license to carry one?
No.
Do you have it in plain view, anything like that?
In plain view.
Yeah, like if I leave my pistol right here.
I don't know. There's ones in the seat. I mean, I live out in the boonies, right?
I guess what I'm asking, is it laying in the seat?
There's one right there in between the seat. Yeah.
Can you see it?
I don't know if you can see it or not.
Well, I'm gonna walk up there and just to see, okay?
Can I check my tire too? Cause that pump is going.
I got you. Listen to me. Listen to me, okay? I understand that. I don't want to get shot out here.
Sir.
I'm just saying.
And
okay?
I'm just saying that.
Listen to me.
And that's
I
more
don't
than
wanna-
put cuffs on me if that would make you feel better. But
It
I
would,
can
because
promise you.
I don't
that-
want to get hurt. And I don't want you to get hurt. Okay?
Exactly.
And due to the complaints and stuff, I want to make sure that you know what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm talking about with.
Okay.
You know what kind of people do that shit? That they would have you come out here with that in that frame of mind, right? That's what will get somebody hurt. And that's the kind of people that we're dealing with. That they don't give a damn about their safety of their employees.
10-wheeler. Contact 905. See if he can run out here real quick.
And
No hurry. He does have a weapon.
I always have a weapon. I got wild hogs that come right, 40 yards from the front porch.
If 901's there, just disregard 905 and just see if he'll.
Because, I just
For
always...
3 the only thing on here is a DUI, hit and run,
The hit
A long
and...
time ago.
It's all a long
The
time
hit
ago.
and run was kind of,
and
yeah.
probation violation.
It was like after former or whatever.
Regarding
Like
Oh, there it
the
is.
firearm,
15.
it just says, do not detain or arrest based on the hit, date of National Instant Criminal Background System denial. Subject was denied from the receipt or the possession of a firearm or the insurance of a
Basically,
firearm
just rejected.
or
usually,
explosives
And I could find out why, but it's a...
to state and or federal law. It is possible the subject may no longer be a prohibited person.
Right.
Yeah, 10-4.
But the burden's on me to figure out what it is and then to get
Well, hear me
it
out, man. Like I
corrected.
say,
And
I just
I'm-
want to check and see where it's at. Okay, I am gonna put handcuffs on you to detain you.
That's cool. Like I
I
said,
don't want to get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt. Okay, you have any weapons on you?
I got a pocket knife.
Okay, cop out real quick.
Because like I say, I'm not here. I told that officer yesterday that I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm not here to cause trouble.
I got you. Let me see your
I'm here to make
I just
sure
don't-
some guys I used to work with get home safe. But
You don't have nothing on you, okay?
all right, back pocket is I got cash and a little money clip in there, and right there's in the back pocket. There's just some ballistics in there. Yeah, and there's a pocket knife. Have you ever seen one of those?
Yes, I have
No, there's a pocket knife. Now, have I lost my damn knife? Oh, it's in the door. I had it out. Is it in there? It's in the door. I had it out cutting a piece of a jerky off for the hound dog.
Well, do me a favor, stand here. Where's it at in there? I'll let you handle that here in a minute, but where's the gun at?
Well, there's one
No,
under
no,
the
step back
there's
here.
one under the seat, and there's one right there in the passenger seat. I got a little cheap 380 that I always have in my
Just
pocket.
stand right here in the corner, okay?
All right.
There's one in the seat.
There's yeah, I'm like in between the seat and the console, right?
Does your dog bite?
No, he doesn't bite, but don't let him out. You see right there. His boy.
Where's the other one at?
Under the seat.
In the driver's seat?
Yeah. You ain't taking my guns, are you? All right, all right. Good times. Huh? Under the seat?
Walk back there.
Under the seat. And that was just in the sock. So I don't scratch it up. I usually got it in my pocket. And that one's the
Just stand right there.
I'm-
I'll run them back. Okay, stand right there, okay?
that one I usually got in my pocket, that little. Cause like I said, a wild hog can make 40 yards and before you can squeal like a schoolgirl. Man, yeah. I came out here to shoot the place up. That's the kind of people that we're dealing with. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. As I say, they are supposed to have a security plan that addresses. Sir, can I check that air? All right. And that addresses unauthorized entry. This is a pipeline facility. You see all the big pipeline business over there. Anyway, and you still hear my little compressor running, the gate that doesn't exist. And then there's a half-ass fence out here in the front, but not really. If they're gonna be parking placarded hazmat vehicles in here, it has to be to where they can.
Like I said, you're not stolen anything? Okay.
A miniature Australian Shepherd, a rotten one. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's rotten. Completely.
I got a Belgian Malinois. I got a mixed breed dog.
Yeah.
Paid out on retired once and got one. So.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
So, I mean, I realize you're out here.
Like I say, I'm not here to do
filming.
any
I mean, what are
harm.
you filming, though? I mean, it's what I'm
But
asking.
as I said, the thing right there is they have to have a way. There's no fence and there's no gate. And the regulations say that they have to, part of their plan is to assess and address the threat of unauthorized entry. And that's what I did at Elk City. So I'm just proving that they've not done
So
that.
basically what you're saying is that to have trucks that you keep out here, correct?
Exactly.
That you have to have a fence.
Yes, sir.
The lock or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They have a facility in Oklahoma City, and I guarantee you, that thing has. Look at around the tanks. The whole thing is supposed to. Well, no, they're out working. But and as I said, I just pulled right up. Because I saw this coming and I didn't want anybody, I don't want to put you in a bad spot.
I'm going to kill this deal.
Oh, thank you. I don't know what we got in there, but I bet it's not low anymore. Yeah, thank you. What's that little gauge say? Like 40, 50? Oh, shit. Yeah. What do we got? Oh, that's a pulled pork sandwich. Those are pretty good. All right, I appreciate you. Come out here to shoot the place up. That's funny shit. But I mean, what if someone was? That's my whole point. If someone was coming out here with ill will, how easy would it be? You know, they make you if someone wanted to do harm, it wouldn't be hard to do. And you would think that Energy Transfer Partners and Sunoco Logistics would make sure that their facilities, their employees, and the community are safe. We're good? All right. And that's also why I'm recording, because like I said, I do that the sheriff would show up. The gate that doesn't exist, there's another one on the other side. There ain't no fence. I could just walk in there, but then I would get arrested. And having been arrested before, I can tell you from experience, it ain't as much fun as you might think. I appreciate civil and respectful officers. and I will call the Wheeler County Sheriff's Department and let them know that this deputy is setting a fine example of how peace officers should interact with the community. See, this is me in handcuffs. Are we all right?
Just relax a minute, okay?
Okay.
I'm having one of the guys over there call over and have a guy call me just to see exactly what happened over there. I was kind of, and I'm waiting on them returning your gun.
You can, you're waiting on what?
I ran the gun sitting
Right. I got a video you can watch what happened because yes, I recorded the whole thing. Like I said, all this.
They were there.
I started recording. I recorded the whole thing when I turned off the highway, the whole thing, until I was escorted out.
Okay, I got it.
And so you can watch and see for yourself. If you got, it's on the YouTube. You know my name, just look it up.
Okay, you put it on YouTube?
Yes, sir. I went live because I thought there'd be something like this happen, right?
Man, I'm out here doing a job. That's all.
And that's all you're doing, and I've been bragging on you because I say that I'm going to call the sheriff on you and tell him that you ought to have you are an excellent example of how our peace officers should be interacting with the community.
Like I say, I'm just trying to do a job, make sure everything's cool.
Yes, sir, and that's why I did my little thing with the tire. It might have been kind of shady, but I didn't want to put anybody in a bad spot. It was like that little computer. You know how it comes on and tells you got low tire, right? Yeah. It comes on at 29 pounds, and so it had 30. Oh yeah, good times. Right, and I appreciate you because I told that. Okay. That's right. Wow, man, it's been a while since I was in handcuffs. That's why I quit drinking. You betcha. Came out here to shoot the place up. Oh, hell. It's funny. Man, and anyway, something else should we get ourselves into? Gotta love it. Dennis Humiston, any of y'all know Dennis Humiston? Give him a ring. Thank him for not giving a shit about worker safety, community safety at large. What happens when somebody sabotages one of those trucks when it's parked here and left unattended, and it takes out a goddamn school bus of kids going down the highway? What then? Yes, sir. We're about a quarter of a mile, by the way, east of 592 and 152 junction. 9 miles east of Wheeler, Texas. If you hear the traffic going by, that's why. That's hilarious. Gonna come out here and shoot the place up. 60 pounds. 60 pounds is supposed to have 38. Oh, good. Oh, at least the deputy, he's got a good attitude. It helps. But I'm sure not out here to cause any. I'm not out here with malicious intent. Or I'd have just busted on up in there. It's like yesterday, right? Not out here to cause to tear some shit up. Just to get the word spread around, so maybe they will do something about it before someone with, malice comes out here. This place has been open for several years, probably, I don't know, 4 at least, going on 5. And so, because I'm a gipper, I'll give them that first time they filled out the paperwork. But every time since, they have falsified federal documents. When they said they had assessed and addressed unauthorized entry into their facility. Because you can see, standing here in the ditch, they haven't done a damn thing. They got a cool cattle guard up. But they didn't even put a fence in between them. Oh. Damn it. That's fun. Gonna shoot the place up. That's hilarious. Oh, it's good times. And I guess that the rotten dog is still sleeping. I don't know. He's actually behaving. He probably doesn't know what to think. With the flashing lights and the handcuffs and shit. But that's what they say. That's what they say. It's funny how that works. That's some of the sorriest fuckers that ever wasted oxygen and fresh water will be the first to accuse someone who's trying to do the right thing of being the bad guy. Funny how that works. It's happened a lot here as of late. Some gullible people might believe them. Well, this handcuff deal, man, like I said, that's why I stopped drinking. That fence around those huge tanks up there, they're supposed to have a fence like that around the whole goddamn place. They can't park a placarded vehicle. Hazardous material. Placarded vehicle. And not have some way of controlling unauthorized entry. And rather than address the problem, which they've just, they've known about the fence. They wouldn't put the fence up in Elk City because of the cost. Bottom line, right? So, that's falsifying federal document. Every time they've filled that paperwork out. Every time. You would think that that's Energy Transfer Partners and Sunoco Logistics would be the ones who are having to deal with the cops. But no, that's not how it works in today's world. The least common denominator seems to be what we cater to. And, I'm partly at fault because I've worked here for how many years? You try to nudge people along to see the right thing done, and so you nudge a little harder, and then look where it gets you. What's the quote? To ignore evil is to become accomplice to it. Any outfit that would go 5 years falsifying federal documents, putting employees in the community at risk, to save $1, and then turn around and say, I'm going to come out here shooting up the place. What the fuck? Who does that? What kind of people? It's a sad state. We're good.
I talked to them. I'm talking about dispatcher real quick. Let me get done, then I'll holler right back at you.
Okay. Are you watching that video on? He's
I'll watch it on yours, man.
Huh?
I'll watch it on yours if you don't mind.
Oh, and hell, it's like 50 minutes or
No,
something.
that's fine. Let me talk about dispatcher real quick, and I'll holler at you, okay?
Okay. Are we looking good? Because I'm starting to get kind of nervous. I start having flashbacks.
Relax, bro.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, because it's been how many years since I was in some handcuffs, bucked some handcuffs. Good times. Yeah. Right down the road, I can't see, is a 9 Mile Cafe. Nine Mile Cafe. Man, like I said, they got everybody out here. Today, there ain't been. That's more vehicles than was here through the course of a year. Pretty funny how that works. It's a good time to be alive. think I need a cigarette. I mean, they didn't even put a fence out in the front. They just don't care. The bottom line, any of you out there lawyers, you ought to sue the goddamn bejesus out of them. For a whole host of reasons. That's right, Bobby Blackburn. Blow his phone up. That's the chicken shit little worm that would spread the lie about to come out here to shoot the place up. That's what kind of, I mean, Jesus. And that's a supervisor. A lying little piece of shit who just brushes his guys off when they bring this kind of subject matter to him about a fence and the need for one. Just brush it off. Ain't got time to hear that, but got plenty of time to make up some lies about somebody. You can watch the video from yesterday. I didn't threaten a goddamn soul, and I sure didn't say the things that they had called out here. You're right. Yeah. I mean, they're trying to get somebody hurt with that shit. That's why I did my little thing. I had that tire with the slow leak, and I like I told this deputy, I think that I was just trying to help us both out. I'm not in a hurry to be arrested, and I didn't want to put him in a bad spot. So here we are. Standing on the side of the highway in handcuffs like I never thought I would do again. They have a facility in Oklahoma City, like Bryant and 10th, I believe. And it's got a fence around it, just like right that fence up there. The whole thing. There's an electronic gate that opens and closes, and it's closed all the time, even when the trucks, are in and out of the yard working. Not just when they're sitting. It's closed all the time. And my interpretation of the regulation is that's the way it's supposed to be. But I also see how it could be interpreted that just having it open like during the day when there are trucks in and out, it'd be fine when the trucks are parked. Though they have to have a way of keeping people out because they're potential bombs. God damn it! Look up the UN numbers: 1267, 1268. What are those? Flammable. The fumes in those trailers alone. DHS says to do a stockpile 6 months food. What's that? Are we?
I talked to the workers over there. Okay.
Yeah.
To the bosses over there. They stated that you did work for them. You got terminated, I guess, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You were out there yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And that their workers were informed to contact the deputies, whoever working, right, if you show up.
Right.
Okay? So, deputy shows up.
Right.
And
it's all on film.
And tells you, hey,
we had a nice little visit.
y'all had a nice
wives there.
He's basically, he tells you, look, they don't want you on the property.
Right.
When my dispatcher told me yesterday, the way I took the call yesterday, okay, was I drove out here, didn't see your vehicle here, okay, that you were going to leave Elk City, come do harm. somebody that works here.
Yeah, and see,
That's the way I took it. And then you made a comment, something to the nature of, well, I'll just go to Wheeler. Did you say that?
I said I said to call y'all and tell them because that was where I was going next.
Okay.
But I mean,
I take it as you're trying to get the company back for firing you. Okay.
And
But
s-
also,
and see-
you got to understand, when I come by here a while ago, I've been a cop for a little while. It don't take me that long to realize that that's you.
right,
Okay?
right.
Neither one of the guns are stolen. My main concern is, I just talked to my prosecutor, okay? My main concern is, is somebody out here getting hurt.
And sir,
Because you have weapons on you, okay?
You can escort me right on out because I'm going
and
on.
like I told the county attorney, we both agreed on it. You have the one under the seat's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not in plain view. You're not a convicted felon, but the one that was in between the seat,
Yeah.
the passenger side, the center console,
Yeah.
I'll walk up in plain view.
Right.
It's walking a thin line of a lawful carryable weapon.
It is. It's
Yes.
supposed to be like under the seat. All right.
Yeah.
That's the cheap ass one that's always in my pocket.
Let
when
me
I
ask
go
you a
out in the
question,
yard.
okay?
Why not?
You've been cool with me so far,
You
and
know,
I've been, vice versa.
I appreciate
Do
you.
you have anything other than the guns in the car? Is there any drugs, any paraphernalia?
No,
anything like that?
no. I just came. This is what I came out here to do. I didn't come out here to do no harm or nothing, right? I'm here for this, and the sooner you let me go, the sooner I get the fuck out of your hair,
Okay.
right?
Can I search it for drugs?
Can you see? You got no reason to search my car, man. I mean, seriously,
I just asked
I'm
you.
not on trial, and I said no, and I've already been cooperative, and I hate to be that way, but you don't have the right.
Okay.
I mean, you know,
Okay.
because now it's just.
I'm just trying to do a job.
I
okay?
understand you're just trying to do your job, and I'm just trying to see that some guys I used to work with keep getting home safe. Because I don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Okay.
That's why I did the tire thing.
Okay.
Because I didn't come yesterday because there was just, you get that feeling that on in your gut, right? And I thought that I just didn't need to.
Is there any drug?
No.
You've been straight with me. Is there any drugs in that car?
No.
None whatsoever.
No. I said dog's got some stashed. And there, no. I ain't got no drugs on me. I ain't on no drugs. Was that one of the whatever they're telling you, their little code deals? Because, yeah, I figured that'd be the next thing.
They
If I'm
basically
coming
said-
out here to shoot people up, I
They
mean,
basically said you got terminated. You're upset about you getting terminated.
that's been a year.
And like I told my county attorney a while ago, I said, he's out here filming, and basically what it looks like, you're trying to get the company back for whatever violations they supposedly
I
got.
gave them, they have had besides the years that I worked for them, and they just kept on falsifying federal documents is what
I don't know nothing about
right.
it. Okay?
And so I gave them a year still.
Right.
You know, this isn't some kind of disgruntled employee retribution. What do I get out of this? I don't get shit out of this.
Right.
A headache and a pain in your ass, right?
Right.
That's all I
Well, you're
get.
not a pain in my butt. I mean,
It's a waste of my time and yours. And
well, like I say, I know you're filming me. I know I'll probably be on YouTube later.
I try to keep your face off of it. If I got it on there, I'll cut it out.
Like I say, I'm out here trying to do a job.
And I appreciate you. You've been respectful and civil, and
my advice to you, honestly, sir, would be pick your battles. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
basically, you're out here, in my opinion, wasting your time.
Which is exactly what I'm doing.
You know what I mean? You're
And
wasting
so
your time.
I'm not getting
You're out here filming a company that you used to work for.
the disgruntled employee thing.
For whatever
For
reason,
whatever,
yeah.
it's a waste of my
Yeah.
time. It ain't good. How am I getting them back? It's causing me
Yeah.
strife more than them, right?
It's a waste of time.
Right.
That's my opinion.
And I tend to
I'm
agree.
going to cut you loose. Like I say, I spoke with the attorney about the gun.
Yeah. Well, you can follow me, sir, because I'm getting the hell out of here.
My suggestion would be,
I was gonna go on into Wheeler and get one of them burritos they make down there at that country barn.
the fajita or the other one?
If they've got that salsa verde, I can't
Yeah,
roll
they're
my
good.
R's. Oh man, I don't know what those mamacitas put in those, but boy, I got two of them one evening. I was going up by Perryton to get a load of condensate, and I ate one, ate half of that other one. I thought I was gonna have to stop taking
Like
that.
I say, I can't stop you from filming. You know what I mean?
And
You know,
I've done.
I'm recording twice too, and he's recording.
Right.
So, I mean, just,
And like I said, I tried not to get your face on there. I tried not to
well, I
get
mean,
your name. And
I'm gonna put your weapons back in the pouches. I'm gonna put them back. I'm gonna put the
Alright.
one under the seat,
all right,
and the other one,
I'll put it. All
I
right.
want you to put it
I will.
somewhere, okay?
All right. I appreciate you minding that dog. He's all right, huh? I'm surprised he's been so well behaved. I come out here to shoot the place up. Boy, the shit that you hear. My license is still in there. Don't let me forget that. Oh, good times. See, the thing about it is, if I had done all this bullshit last year and gone to lawyers and sued the goddamn bejesus out of them from wrongful termination, then maybe. But now it's like long enough, you know. And so I'm actually not.
Who did you work for?
Sunoco. So I don't stand to gain. It's, you know, it ain't gonna. What's harm is it gonna do them? Because they'll just lie. They'll lie to anybody.
I put the one under the driver's seat.
Huh?
I put the other one under the passenger seat. What you do? Go get it put in your console.
All right.
Okay?
All right. And sir, I don't know if you shake hands, but I do appreciate you and for being, like I said, respectful.
So what I'm saying, man, is
civil.
I don't want nothing to happen to you, and I don't want nothing to happen to anybody
Exactly.
here or over there. Okay?
Exactly.
You showing up? A lot of people travel with weapons. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
But due to the fact of the complaints and all that,
Right, right.
if something does happen out here, guess where first place we're going?
Exactly. Which, you know, I'm just bringing it on myself. You
Walk
know?
up and take that off the tire real quick.
All right.
And you gonna put it back in the trunk?
I'll just throw it in the back seat. It's all plugged in. I'll just chuck it in there. That dog, well, look at him. I think that's the best he's behaved since I've had him. He's ornery.
Like I say, I don't know if you have anything in there other than a weapon. You know, if I have I'm in a different vehicle today, or I would have a K9 out
Right.
over here. But
And you could do whatever.
so,
Like I said,
my advice would be go back to Oklahoma, man.
and that's what I'm turning around. I'll pass up my salsa verde and just get the hell out of here. Because that's all I came to do, and I appreciate you.
Be safe.
I will call.
Yes, sir. Be safe.
All
All I'm going to tell you is be safe and pick your battles, because I understand kind of what you're getting at, but then again, it's a waste of. Then that's my opinion, okay?
right.
So.
Because you're fighting another corporation, right?
And like I told you from the get-go, the reason I stopped, turned around, is he saw you air in the tire.
Right. Right.
But I put two and two together real quick. I seen that the tire had air in it.
And
then when
but
I
you know what I mean. You got that little
the tag off,
monitor.
and then I realized that it was actually you, okay? Plus
Yeah.
I know what's here, okay?
Right.
So.
And again, like I say, I
Just pick
appreciate
your battles,
it.
man. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's more jobs out there. I don't know.
I don't want to. I'll just go back on the farm.
Go back, do what you're gonna do, man. Okay.
That's life's a lot
Yes, sir.
more
Have a safe trip
peaceful
home.
out there. I didn't even get my driver's license.
Yeah. Take that right here, sir.
And you can pull that video up and you watch, and I'll buy you a steak dinner if you see me say anything about shooting something up.
And like I say, whenever I said that, or the way I took it yesterday,
Because that was the way.
that it was that you were coming over here to do harm. Okay.
And that was the way it was intended for you. That's why I had that tire here. You have a great day. On the road again.